Ever wonder why your paycheck seems to vanish into thin air? You might be living in one of these 10 money-hungry states. From sky-high housing costs to sneaky taxes, these places have mastered the art of emptying wallets. Stick around as we count down the top 10 states that'll leave you broke and questioning your life choices. Trust me, by the end of this video, you'll either be packing your bags or clutching your piggy bank for dear life. Maryland, the tax trap state. Hey, ever dreamed of living in Maryland? Those crab cakes sure sound tasty. But watch out, this state's hungry for more than just seafood. It's after your money too. Maryland looks nice from afar. The Chesapeake Bay is pretty with its blue waters and cute towns. But don't let that fool you, there's a big cost hiding behind all that charm. Here's the shocker. Maryland's tax burden is a whopping 99.3%. That means almost every dollar you make goes right back to the state. Ouch! It's like they're taking a huge bite out of your paycheck before you even see it. Now let's talk about homes. If you want to live in Baltimore or near D.C., get ready to spend big. The average house in Maryland costs about $433,000, and that's just the start. In the fancy D.C. suburbs, you'll need way more cash to get a decent place. But it's not just buying a home that'll hurt your wallet. Maryland hits you with a nasty 1-2 punch of taxes. You've got state income tax taking a chunk of your pay. Then there's property tax nibbling away at your savings. It's like the state's playing a game of how fast can we empty your bank account. Think that's bad? Hold on to your hat because it gets worse. Ever tried to park in a Maryland city? It's like they want you to pay just for existing. Take Annapolis, for example. Parking fees there are so high you might think about walking everywhere. And if you park in the wrong spot, watch out for those tow trucks. They're always ready to make your day even more expensive. But here's the real kicker. To live comfortably in Maryland, you need to make about $97,000 a year. That's right, nearly 6 figures just to feel okay about your finances. And if you're in one of those pricey areas near D.C., good luck. So if you thought Maryland was just about blue crabs and the Star-Spangled Banner, think again. It's a place that'll have your wallet singing the blues. But hold on to your seats, folks. If you thought Maryland was tough on your finances, just wait till you see what's coming up next. Connecticut, where dreams come with a price tag. From blue crabs to blue bloods, we're heading north to Connecticut. Known for its quaint towns and wealthy residents, this state seems like a dream come true. But beneath the perfect lawns and white picket fences lies a financial nightmare. Just how much does it really cost to live in the Nutmeg State? Connecticut is famous for its pretty New England towns and rich history. It's home to Yale University and lots of big companies. Many people think of it as a place where everyone's well off. But there's a catch to all this wealth. It comes at a high price. Those charming colonial houses you see in postcards, they're not just cute, they're costly. The average home in Connecticut goes for about $436,000. That might get you a nice place in some parts of the state, but in the fancier areas, you'll need a lot more cash for anything decent, and it's not just buying a house that'll hurt your wallet. Connecticut has some of the highest property taxes in the country. The average tax burden here is 10.1%. That's way above what most Americans pay. It means a big chunk of your money goes straight to the government each year. Daily life in Connecticut isn't cheap either. In cities like New Haven and Hartford, simple things like groceries and utilities cost more than in most places. You'll spend extra on basics like food, electricity, and heat. It all adds up fast. But here's the kicker. To live comfortably in Connecticut, you need to make around $105,000 a year. That's a 6-figure salary just to feel okay about your finances. And if you're in one of the state's rich towns, even that might not be enough. Many people in Connecticut struggle to keep up with these high costs. Even folks who make good money find it hard to save. It's like the state is constantly asking for more, no matter how much you earn. So, while Connecticut may look like a picture-perfect place to live, it's more like a pretty picture with a huge price tag. Those quaint New England towns come at a cost that'll make your head spin. But if you think Connecticut is tough on your wallet, just wait until you see what's coming up next. We're about to head somewhere completely different, where the challenges to your bank account take on a whole new form. Alaska, where the cold isn't the only thing that's biting. Let's trade Connecticut's leafy streets for Alaska's snowy peaks. But don't let the vast wilderness fool you. In the land of the midnight sun, your money might vanish faster than daylight in December. What makes this remote paradise such a financial icebox? Many folks think Alaska is a cheap place to live. After all, it's far from big cities and full of open space. But this idea is as off-base as expecting warm weather in Fairbanks in January. Let's start with a trip to the grocery store. Brace yourself because the prices might make you drop your shopping basket. In Alaska, food costs up to 30% more than in the lower 48 states. Why? It's all about getting stuff there. Most goods have to be flown in or shipped on boats. This jacks up prices fast. Now, you might think housing would be a bargain in all that open space. The average home price of $377,000 doesn't sound too bad, right? But here's the catch. That house comes with a side of sky-high heating bills. Picture this. It's the dead of winter and you're facing a $500 heating bill every month. That's enough to make anyone shiver. But the money drain doesn't stop there. Living in Alaska means prepping for serious winter weather. You'll need special clothes, snow tires, and maybe even a snowmobile. All this gear adds hundreds to your yearly costs. Jobs in Alaska can pay well, especially if you're in oil or gas. But the job market is tricky. Cities like Anchorage offer decent wages, but work in small towns can be harder to find and often pays less. Here's a surprise, though. Alaska has one thing going for it money-wise. Its tax burden is tiny, just 4.9%. That's the lowest in the whole country. It's like finding a warm patch in a field of snow. So while Alaska offers stunning views and unique experiences, it comes at a price. Your wallet might feel the chill as much as your toes. But if you can handle the cold and the costs, you might find it's worth it for those amazing northern lights. Now let's warm up and head south. We're off to a state where your money problems will be anything but chill. Oregon, where hipster dreams come at a premium. Oregon's known for its laid-back vibe, but there's nothing relaxed about its living costs. Ever wonder why even the trees look stressed? Let's uncover the financial pitfalls lurking in this Pacific Northwest paradise. Picture Oregon, lush forests, hip coffee shops, and quirky Portland vibes. It's a place where people go to chill out and find themselves. But while you're busy finding your zen, your money might just find its way out of your wallet. Let's talk homes. In Oregon, the average house costs a whopping $511,000. That's more than $500,000. In Portland, that might get you a small house or a decent-sized apartment. But in the trendier areas, good luck finding anything that won't make your bank account cry. Now you might think, at least Oregon has no sales tax. True, but don't celebrate just yet. The state makes up for it in other ways. The average tax burden here is 8.4%, which is higher than most places in the U.S. Property taxes, and other fees add up fast, leaving you with less cash in your pocket. And here's a kicker that'll really grind your gears. Portland has a special homeless tax for high earners. If you make good money in the city, you'll be paying extra to help tackle homelessness. It's for a good cause, but it's another hit to your wallet. Owning a car in Oregon? That's another expense to watch out for. Between high registration fees and pricey gas, driving here can cost you a pretty penny. It's almost enough to make you want to trade your car for a bicycle, which, let's face it, is pretty on brand for Portland. To live comfortably in Oregon, a single person needs to make about $114,000 a year. That's a lot of cash, especially considering jobs here don't always pay that well. The job market's growing, but wages aren't keeping up with how expensive everything's getting. So while Oregon might seem like a dream with its beautiful outdoors and cool cities, living here can turn into a financial nightmare. It's a place where your wallet might end up as empty as a vegan butcher shop. Think that's rough? Well, hold on to your artisanal coffee mug, because we're about to head east to a state where your bank account will face a whole new level of pressure. New Jersey, the garden state of expensive living. Ever wonder why so many TV shows are set in New Jersey? It's because the drama of trying to make ends meet here is more intense than any script. But the real plot twist? It's not just the usual suspects draining your bank account. Welcome to the Garden State, where your money seems to wilt faster than the plants. New Jersey's right next to New York City, which sounds great until you see the price tag. Living here is like paying Manhattan prices without actually living in Manhattan. Let's talk houses. The average home in New Jersey costs about $550,000. That's more than $500,000. And here's the kicker. That might not even get you a nice place. In some areas, that kind of money buys you a house that needs a lot of work. It's like paying for a new car and getting a used one instead. But wait, it gets worse. New Jersey hits you with a triple whammy of taxes. You've got high property taxes eating up your savings. Then there's sales tax taking a bite every time you buy something. And don't forget income tax, grabbing a chunk of your paycheck before you even see it. It's like the state's playing a game of how fast can we empty your wallet. The weird thing about New Jersey is how different it can be from one town to the next. You've got super rich areas where everyone seems to have a fancy car and a big house. Then, just a few miles away, you'll find cities where people are really struggling to get by. It's like two different worlds squished into one small state. Now here's the number that'll really make your jaw drop. To live comfortably in New Jersey, you need to make about $117,000 a year. That's right, over six figures just to feel okay about your finances. For a lot of people, that's a tough goal to reach. So, while New Jersey might have some great beaches and tasty tomatoes, living here can really put the squeeze on your wallet. It's a place where even the Sopranos might have trouble keeping up with the bills. Think New Jersey's tough? Well, buckle up. We're heading west to a state that's turned sneaky expenses into an art form. Get ready for a whole new kind of sticker shock. Washington, the evergreen state with ever-growing costs. From tech giants to coffee kings, Washington seems like a land of plenty, but there's a hidden cost to all that innovation. What's the real price of living in the shadow of success? Welcome to Washington, where your wallet shrinks faster than you can say venti latte. This state is home to big names like Microsoft and Starbucks. It's a place where tech dreams come true, but for many folks, it's also where financial nightmares begin. Let's start with homes. The average house in Washington costs about $615,000. That's more than $500,000. In Seattle, that might get you a small house or a decent apartment. But in the hottest neighborhoods, you'll need way more cash for anything nice. Now you might think, at least Washington has no income tax. True, but don't celebrate yet. The state makes up for it with some of the highest sales taxes in the country. In some places, you'll pay up to 10% extra on everything you buy. It's like the state takes a bite of your sandwich before you even get to eat it. Living in Washington means dealing with some of the worst traffic in the nation. The 405 freeway in Seattle is infamous. People spend hours stuck in their cars, burning gas and wasting time. And when you finally get where you're going, good luck finding a place to park that won't empty your wallet. To live comfortably in Washington, you need to make about $123,000 a year. That's a lot of money. And if you're in Seattle, better aim for $250,000. It's like you need to be a tech CEO just to afford a normal life. The tech boom has changed everything here. It's brought lots of high-paying jobs, but it's also made everything more expensive. Regular folks often struggle to keep up. It's like the whole state is playing a game of financial catch-up, and not everyone can win. So while Washington might look green and prosperous, living here can leave your bank account bone dry. It's a place where even a simple cup of coffee might make you think twice about your budget. Think that's rough? Well, hold on to your hat. We're about to take a bite out of the Big Apple's expenses. Get ready for a whole new level of financial shock. New York, the empire state of emptying bank accounts. New York City, where dreams come true and bank accounts go to die. What makes this concrete jungle so hungry for your cash? The answer might surprise you, and it's not just about the sky-high rent. Let's talk about the Big Apple, the city that never sleeps. Probably because everyone's too busy working to pay their bills. New York City is famous for its bright lights, big dreams, and even bigger price tags. It's a place where you can find anything you want as long as you're willing to pay through the nose for it. Now brace yourself for some shocking numbers. In Manhattan, the average home costs a jaw-dropping $900,000. That's nearly $1 million. And what does that get you? Often not much more than a tiny apartment where you can touch both walls at the same time. It's like paying mansion prices for a glorified closet. But here's the thing, New York isn't just NYC. Upstate, things look a bit different. The average home price for the whole state is around $477,000. That's still a lot, but it's way less than city prices. It's like two different worlds in one state. Living in New York City isn't just about expensive homes, everything costs more. Groceries, nights out, even a simple cup of coffee can make your wallet weep. And don't get us started on taxes. Between state, city, and property taxes, it's like the government's playing a game of how much can we take. Now here's the kicker that'll really drive you crazy. Owning a car in NYC. If you thought buying a car was expensive, try keeping one in the city. Parking can cost as much as rent in other places, and good luck finding a spot on the street. You might spend half your life circling the block. Plus, with all the traffic and potholes, your car might spend more time in the shop than on the road. To live comfortably in New York City, you need to make about $250,000 a year. That's right, $250,000 just to feel okay about your finances. It's no wonder so many New Yorkers are always hustling. So, while New York City might be the stuff of dreams, living there can quickly turn into a financial nightmare. But if you think the Empire State is tough on your wallet, just wait. We're heading north to a place where your money freezes along with everything else. Massachusetts, where history comes with a hefty price tag. Welcome to Massachusetts, where the past is free but the present will cost you. Ever wonder why people say Boston broke me? It's not just about the sports teams. Let's look at how this small state can leave a big hole in your bank account. Massachusetts is famous for its history. Think Paul Revere, the Boston Tea Party, and all those old buildings. But living here today? That's a whole different story. It's like paying premium prices for a time machine that only goes to expensive places. Let's talk homes. In Boston, the average house costs about $580,000. That's more than $500,000. And what does that get you? Often not much more than a small place that needs a lot of work. It's like paying mansion prices for a fixer-upper. But it's not just buying a home that'll hurt your wallet. Massachusetts has a sneaky way of taking your money through taxes. There's income tax, property tax, and sales tax. It's like the state's playing a game of how many ways can we tax you, and don't forget about all the fees. It seems like you need to pay just to breathe the air sometimes. Now, here's something that'll really knock your socks off. Parking in Boston, especially if you're going to a Red Sox game. It's not unusual to pay $50 or more just to park your car for a few hours. That's on top of the ticket prices and overpriced hot dogs. It's enough to make you consider watching the game on TV instead. But wait, there's more. Massachusetts is known for its great health care. That's good news if you get sick. The bad news? It comes with a big price tag. Health insurance here can cost a lot more than in other states. It's like paying extra to make sure you don't go broke if you get the flu. And if you've got kids, get ready for another hit to your wallet. Schools here are top-notch, but that quality comes at a cost. Whether it's high property taxes for public schools or sky-high tuition for private ones, education in Massachusetts is anything but cheap. So while Massachusetts might be rich in history, living here can leave you pretty poor. But if you think the Bay State is tough on your finances, just wait. We're heading west to a place where your wallet will really feel the heat. Get ready for the Golden State's golden prices. California, the golden state of golden prices. Ever dreamed of living in sunny California? Get ready for some eye-popping numbers. We're about to reveal why even a six-figure salary might not be enough to live comfortably in the Golden State. California is famous for its perfect weather, beautiful beaches, and Hollywood glamour. It's a place where dreams come true, if you can afford them. But behind the palm trees and movie stars lies a harsh truth. Living here costs a fortune. Let's start with homes. The average house in California costs a whopping $850,000. That's nearly $1 million. In big cities like San Francisco or Los Angeles, good luck finding anything decent for less than $1 million. Even small homes can cost more than mansions in other states. It's like paying for a castle but getting a cottage. But it's not just the coast that's pricey. Inland areas are cheaper, but they're getting more expensive too. People moving away from the costly cities are driving up prices everywhere. It's like a game of financial musical chairs, and someone always loses. Now let's talk taxes. California loves to take your money. The state has some of the highest income tax rates in the country. If you make good money, get ready to share a big chunk with the government. It's like the state sees your paycheck and says, "I'll take some of that." But here's the kicker that'll really drive you up the wall. Owning a car in California. The DMV fees here are crazy high. Just registering your car can cost hundreds of dollars. And don't forget about gas prices. They're always among the highest in the nation. It's like your car is eating your money for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. To live comfortably in California, you need to make about $148,000 a year. That's a lot of cash. And in big cities, you might need even more. It's no wonder so many Californians feel like they're always struggling to keep up. So while California might look like a dream with its perfect weather and beautiful scenery, living here can quickly turn into a financial nightmare. But if you think the Golden State is tough on your wallet, just wait. We're about to take a trip to paradise, if you can afford it. Get ready for our final stop where your bank account might need a life jacket to stay afloat. Hawaii. Paradise at a premium. Paradise has a price, and in Hawaii, it's sky high. We're headed to a place where the beaches are free, but nearly everything else will break the bank. What makes this sunny spot so wallet-draining? Let's find out. Hawaii looks like a dream come true. Perfect beaches, warm weather, and friendly people. But living in this paradise can turn into a financial nightmare real fast. Let's talk about homes. The average house in Hawaii costs about $800,000. That's more than most people make in years. And what does that get you? On some islands, not much more than a small place that needs work. It's like paying mansion prices for a beach shack. But it's not just houses that cost a lot. Everything in Hawaii is pricey. Why? Because most stuff has to be shipped in from far away. A simple trip to the grocery store can feel like splurging on a fancy meal. Milk, bread, and eggs cost way more than on the mainland. It's enough to make you want to live on pineapples and coconuts. And don't even think about turning on the AC to escape the heat. Energy costs in Hawaii are super high. Your electric bill might shock you more than a jellyfish sting. Many folks struggle to keep their homes cool without spending a fortune. Now you might think, at least there are lots of good jobs in tourism. True, but there's a catch. Many jobs don't pay enough to cover the high costs. It's like working in a candy store but not being able to afford a single piece of candy. Here's the real kicker. To live comfortably in Hawaii, you need to make about $176,000 a year. That's a huge amount of money. And in big cities like Honolulu, you might need even more. It's like you need to strike gold just to afford a normal life in paradise. So while Hawaii offers stunning beaches and perfect weather, it comes at a steep price. Your wallet might need a life jacket to stay afloat in these tropical waters. It's a place where even millionaires might feel the pinch. And there you have it, folks. We've toured the top 10 states that'll leave your bank account begging for mercy. From the East Coast to the Pacific, these places know how to drain your savings faster than you can say budget. But remember, high costs often come with perks. Great jobs, beautiful views, or cool cultures. Still, if you're looking to save some cash, maybe think about moving to Mississippi? Wow, we've been through quite a money-draining tour of the USA. These 10 states sure know how to empty your wallet fast. But let's be fair, living in these pricey places often comes with some sweet perks. You might get great job options, stunning views, or cool city vibes. Still, it's clear why many folks are packing up and moving to cheaper spots. If your bank account is crying for help, you might want to look at more affordable states. Who knows, you could find your perfect home in a place that won't break the bank. Mississippi, anyone? Just remember, wherever you choose to live, there's always a trade-off between cost and quality of life. Pick what matters most to you.